Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here, and today we're going over another Monster product. I know, shocking, right? But let's face it, Monster has a ton of products on the market, so there's a lot to go over. And I try and do 6, 7, 8 drinks in a review, cut into that list. So hopefully I'm taking a big chunk out of that list today. And these Monster Java drinks have been out for quite some time. Some of them are fairly old, but there are a couple of new ones as well, because they're always coming out with new products. And today I have 7 of the 8 Java flavors for you, all coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. And if it's your first time here and you want to stay informed on all things caffeine related, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every Tuesday night. You can also follow me all over social media at CaffeineMan1 on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So what am I going to be covering in today's video? Well, I've already talked about the company enough, I think. So if you want to watch any of those videos, feel free to check my history. So instead, I'm going to jump right into the ingredients, and since all these drinks have a little bit different ingredients, some of them are the same, but most of them are different, I'm going to go over each one individually and then do a taste test of each one individually. So a little different than my normal style. That'll also give me a little bit of time in between to clear out the flavor of one before I taste the other, even though I do have crackers and water in between. Timestamp down below so you can go to whatever drink you want to go to. First one on the list, we're going to start off with the Mean Bean. And looking at the nutrition facts panel, it's changed a few times over the years, probably due to some complaints, because they used to say 2 servings per can. Now they've broken it down into 1 serving and a full can. So for the numbers, I'm going to stick to the full can because most people drink the full can. This drink's got 220 calories, 4 grams total fat, 15 milligrams of cholesterol, 460 milligrams of sodium, 460 grams of potassium, 36 grams of carbs, and 35 grams of sugar. So for the sugar, it's actually a little bit less than their normal Monster beverages, which are in the 50 range. I think between 54 and 56. It does have 9 grams of protein. It's pretty good. And it's got 190% of your B2, your B6, and your B3. And from what I can tell, there's no B12 in here, which is a little different than other energy drinks. But it does have 90% of your vitamin C, as well as 35% calcium, because there is milk in this product, and 25% phosphorus. Okay. As for the ingredients, it does use brewed coffee, so that's a plus that it's not using natural flavors for the coffee. It actually has coffee in it. And for dairy, it actually uses skim milk and heavy cream. As for the energy blend consists of glucose, taurine, Panax ginseng extract, caffeine, glucuronolactone, guarana extract, inositol, L-carnitine, and maltodextrin. The grand total of caffeine in this drink is 200 milligrams, which is actually higher than when it originally came out, because when it originally came out, these drinks used to have 188 milligrams of caffeine, and at some point, they boosted it up to 200. So let's taste it out. And you do have to shake it gently because it does have milk in it. It's not carbonated though, so it's not going to explode on you. If you shake it hard enough, it'll probably explode on you. Okay, that's probably enough. There you go, splash in the face. I guess I didn't shake it gently enough. Got ourselves a nice coffee color there. Let's taste it out. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Last thing I need is to sneeze while drinking a drink. I actually found that if you don't want to sneeze, you definitely don't want to sneeze, and you feel it coming on, you rub your tongue against the top of your mouth. It goes away 100% of the time if you catch it in time. What am I talking about? Let's taste it out. That's pretty good. It tastes more towards like a coffee milk than it does a coffee beverage. I'm not sure if everyone actually has coffee milk throughout the country or in different countries. I know Rhode Island had autocrat coffee to make coffee milk and expanded in New England, but I'm not sure. I mean, you would think with stuff online, you can buy it anywhere, but I'm not sure. But anyway, it tastes kind of like a coffee milk, which basically means it tastes more like milk with coffee in it as opposed to coffee with cream and sugar in it. It's actually got a decent sweetness to it as well. For having 35 grams of sugar, it's definitely got a solid sweetness to it. And I wouldn't be surprised if all of these actually had cream and sugar in them. That's the most common way people take their coffee. In a previous coffee video, I had mentioned the statistic that 70% of people that have coffee take it with either cream and or sugar. That leaves only 30% of the population that drinks it black. And you know that Monster's going to be serving the masses, so they're definitely going to be going with cream and sugar in their drinks to get the higher percentage. Whereas companies like Death Wish Coffee, when they came out with their cans, they came out with most of them that were just black, because I'm guessing most of their customers like black coffee. And they were supposed to release one that did have cream in it, with a little bit of cream and a little bit of sugar. I'm not sure if they came out with it just yet. In any case, It does taste like coffee. It's got a decent amount of milk to it. It's got a decent sweetness to it. And once again, I'm surprised by a Monster product. I think it's pretty good. Surprised I haven't had it earlier. Was never a huge fan of Monster, so I never even thought to pick up the Monster coffee. Put it on the Caffeine Man rating chart. I'm giving this an 8.4. Moving on. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the Mocha. When we take a look at the nutrition facts panel, we're actually going to see it has a lot of the same numbers. It's got 220 calories, just like the Mean Bean, and actually a lot of the numbers are the same. So I'm actually just going to skip all the numbers, because if they're all the same, there's no point in reading them all. You can either pause the video and look at it, or watch the Mean Bean again. Who's going to watch the Mean Bean again? And it also has the same energy blend with 200 milligrams of caffeine, so I'm not going to go over the energy blend. So I'm guessing the only difference is probably the natural flavors to give it the mocha flavor. Taste it out. I forgot to stir it. Stuck in my studio. I'm not disconnecting my microphone and going to find. Here we go. Let's make a mess. I got some big thumbs. Gently shake. I think this is actually working. A little shake too. There we go. Improvisation. Here's a color for you. It is actually a little bit darker than the Mean Bean, but not too much darker. Taste it out. Oh yeah, that one's definitely a little bit sweeter as well, and you can taste the mocha in there, a little bit of chocolatey flavor to it. Once again, it's much more of a milky product as opposed to a it actually has a little bit more coffee flavor than the last one. It took a second to kick in, but still, it's definitely similar to a coffee that has extra cream and extra sugar in it. And that chocolatey mocha flavor, it's a nice little addition to it. So if you're a fan of mocha, some cream and sugar, you got yourself a good beverage here. Where's it going to be going? On the Caffeine Man rating chart, I'm going to give this one 8.5. Next one up is going to be the Salted Caramel. And looking at the nutrition facts panel, this one's got some different numbers, so let's go over those numbers. This drink has 170 calories, so it's got a little less calories, 5 grams total fat, 20 milligrams cholesterol, 540 milligrams of sodium, because it's salted caramel, 330 milligrams of potassium, 26 grams of carbs, so a little less on the carbs, as well as 25 grams of sugar, so a little bit less in the sugar as well. So it still might be a little bit high for some people, but at 25 grams of sugar, it's manageable for those who have an average sugar intake. 37.5 grams of sugar is the max recommended amount per day by the American Heart Association, and for women, it's 25. But obviously, if you're doing low carb or keto, these aren't going to be for you. And 7 grams of protein. And the energy blend and the caffeine level are the same as the other ones. I'm going to skip over that. But for the ingredients, this actually uses cream as opposed to heavy cream and caramelized sugar syrup. Okay, now I'm getting kind of excited because that sounds really good. I love caramel. I love cream. I love sugar. Let's taste it out. And extremely similar in color to the others. That's definitely a good one if you like your cream and sugar. It's definitely got a creamy flavor to it. It's got probably a medium coffee flavor, probably not as much as the Mean Green and the Loca Mocha, but still it's got that coffee flavor to it, but it's definitely got a different sweetness to it, and that caramel really kicks in. It's probably got the same amount of caramel flavor as the Loca Mocha had that mocha flavor. So that mocha flavor wasn't overpowering. This caramel flavor is not overpowering, but it's still a bit stronger than that coffee flavor. I'm not getting much salt out of it, but I'm sure it's in there since the sodium count is higher than the rest, but it's not even that much higher. Therefore, if you're someone that likes caramel, you're gonna like the Salted Caramel Java by Monster. So where's it gonna be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? I think it's similar in flavor as the Loca Mocha, so I'm going to give it an 8.5, just like the Loca Mocha, because it seems like it's the same exact beverage, except they replaced the mocha with caramel. If you like mocha more, you're going to like the mocha one more. If you like caramel more, you're probably going to rate that higher. I'm sharing the love and giving them both an 8.5. Moving on. Next up, we got the Irish Blend, which is it's kind of weird because if you think about it, what makes an Irish coffee an Irish coffee? Well, the whiskey. And clearly, this doesn't have whiskey in it. So how are they going to replicate that flavor? I don't know. But in looking at the nutrition facts panel, it's got 190 calories, 5 grams of fat, 20 milligrams of cholesterol, 480 milligrams of sodium, 240 milligrams of potassium, 29 grams of carbs, and 27 grams of sugar, as well as 9 grams of protein. And yeah, I'm doing that on purpose so I can get this shaken up without forgetting. It's got the same energy blend, the same vitamins, 200 milligrams of caffeine. Let's taste it out. Holy crap. I didn't shake it up that much, did I? Man, I gotta start putting paper towels in here. It really went like all over me. Yeah, typical guy fashion. Pants, natural napkins. Same color as the rest. It's a little frothy on top from that shaking and exploding. Let's taste it out. Not really sure what they're trying to accomplish with the Irish Blend, because I'm getting kind of just a lighter feel similar to the Mean Green, yet just a touch lighter, and there's a hint of flavor in there. It's not really the caramel flavor, it's not really the mocha, it might be a hint of chocolate, but there's a hint of sweetness in there, but I'm not really picking up Irish Blend flavor, which I don't know what Irish Blend flavor is, but it basically tastes like a regular coffee beverage to me with a decent amount of cream and sugar, and then just a hint of extra sweetness in there. So whatever that Irish Blend flavor they're trying to get out of there, I'm not sure if it's caramel or if it's chocolate. I know Bailey's usually has a chocolate feel to it, but whatever it is, it's fairly subtle. So if you think that the Loca Mocha is a little too chocolatey, and you think that the salted caramel is a little too caramelly, you're gonna get a light flavor out of this in addition to that coffee, cream, and sugar flavor. So where's it gonna be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? Not too big of a fan of it. I'm gonna give it an 8.2, and then I'm gonna move on. Next up, we're gonna be going with the Kona Blend. I'm guessing that this is their premium Java flavor, since Kona is a specialty coffee coming from Kona, Hawaii. Did you know that in Hawaii, Kona blends must contain at least 10% Kona beans in their blends? Outside of Hawaii, all you need to have is 1% of Kona beans for the blend. If you want a good Kona blend, you make sure you get the Hawaii ones. Get it shipped in. Might be expensive, but you know you're gonna get 10% of your Kona beans, opposed to those companies that try and trick you with only 1%. Who puts 1% in their blend? No, not good. That being said, let's take a look at the nutrition facts panel. I'm not going to shake this up as much because who knows what will happen. And these numbers are the same numbers as the first two drinks I went over, the Loca Mocha and the Mean Bean, so I'm not going over them again. Pause the screen, do what you want to do. I'm jumping on to the ingredients. And the energy blend and the ingredients are virtually the same, so it must just be the natural flavor that's different. I'm going to double check because they should have Kona Blend in here. I don't know, must be Kona Blend flavor. Let's taste it out. I'm going to try and learn from my mistakes, and since they want you to shake it gently, I'm guessing it's because the stuff's on the bottom, so if you flip it over, maybe the stuff on the bottom will come to the top, and then gently shake it that way. Caffeine Man tips for you. This one seems to be a touch darker than the other ones, but they're really pretty much almost all the same, so I can't tell. I'd look over, but I drank them all. Taste that out. This one's got a little bit of a stronger flavor. I'd say it's slightly stronger than the Mean Bean. That seems to be the strongest one so far. And when I say it's the strongest one, I mean out of the bunch. It's still not really that strong of a coffee flavor. I'm guessing because this is Kona, it's more of a premium blend, or supposed to be more of a premium blend. It does have a little bit more coffee flavor, but it still definitely has a lot of milkiness to it. It's still got a decent sweetness to it, probably a medium sweetness to it, similar to the others. A lot of these drinks, I'm surprised by it. A lot of them do taste the same, so if you like one of them, you're probably gonna like most of them. And it does have just a touch of bitterness from coffee, so that's why it has a slightly stronger coffee flavor to it. But it's not a bad bitterness, it's that bitterness that you get from coffee. So out of all of them so far, this one has the most coffee flavor to it. Still creamy and sweet, and that sweetness that's in there, I can't tell if it's a vanilla or a caramel, or it does have a little bit of extra sweetness from something else. Just not sure what that is. But in any case, where's it going to be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? Because it tastes a little bit more like coffee, and it's more of a premium blend, and it's still got a good sweetness to it and milkiness, I'm going to give this one 8.6. I think it's truest to the coffee Javas so far, as opposed to the other ones that are more like coffee milks. Moving on. Next up, we're doing the latest and the greatest on the market. This one's the Farmer's Oat. It was only released a couple weeks ago, I think. I've been seeing it all over social media, and from what I heard, it's got a lot of stuff that I like. And because it's newer, they got a lot of different information on here. They switched up their nutrition facts panel. The energy blend's a little different. So let's go over it. It's got 150 calories, so one of the lower ones out of all of them. It's got 4 grams of fat, 480 milligrams of sodium, 31 grams of carbs, 25 grams of sugar, 5 grams of fiber, 2 grams of protein, 40 milligrams of calcium, 420 milligrams of potassium. It's got 60% of your vitamin C for the day, as well as 250% of your B2, 230% of your B3, and 220% of your B6. As for your ingredients, this also has oat milk in it, as well as sunflower oil. And as for the energy blend, it is a touch different. There's no Panax ginseng extract in it, although it does have Panax ginseng flavor. And there's also no guarana extract either, and no glucuronolactone. But I'm saying it anyway. Let's taste it out. I poured a little more than usual. It's pretty good. It's definitely interesting. Definitely has an oatmeal flavor to it, which is kind of good, but kind of weird at the same time. It's almost like I had a bite of oatmeal and then quickly rinsed it down with some coffee. I would say it actually has more of an oatmeal flavor than it does coffee flavor. But if you were to go to the store and you were to buy the instant oatmeal, because who buys the real oatmeal and makes it? That's too much work. Gotta get instant. And you were gonna buy the maple brown, or you were gonna buy the cinnamon, or you're gonna buy the apple one with those fake apples in there. Ugh. Whatever the case may be, they don't sell a coffee flavored oatmeal. But if you wanted a coffee flavored oatmeal, get the Monster Java Farmer's Oats, and you're gonna have a coffee flavored oatmeal. Just like all the rest, it's definitely milky, it's definitely sweet. Not as sweet, just a little less sweet, because that oatmeal flavor actually is the strongest flavor out of all the flavors. So where's it gonna be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? Although it does taste like oatmeal, and it's a coffee flavored oatmeal, I don't really like a coffee flavored oatmeal, but I do like oatmeal. So I think they did a good job with what they were trying to accomplish. Like I said, if you want a coffee flavored oatmeal, you're gonna like it. But for me, not so much. I'm gonna give it an 8.3 because it's still a good flavor, but it's not beating those other flavors at the top there. Moving on. Last up, we're going to be going with the Swiss chocolate. As you guys know, I usually like to save the best to last. I heard that this one's pretty chocolatey. I mean, it's got Swiss chocolate in the name. Therefore, it's probably going to be more chocolatey than the Loca Mocha. Probably a different kind of chocolate, since Mocha and Swiss chocolate are two different kinds of chocolate. And looking at the nutrition facts panel, it's got 2,300 what? Sorry. It's got 230 calories. Added an extra 0 there. 5 grams of fat. 15 milligrams of cholesterol, 460 milligrams of sodium, 580 milligrams potassium, 37 grams of carbs, 35 grams of sugar. It's chocolate. 9 grams of protein. It's also going to give you 35% of your daily value of calcium. And for your vitamin C, vitamin B2, vitamin B3, and vitamin B6, they're giving you 190% of your daily value. And the energy blend is similar to the Farmer's Oat blend, so I'm not going to go over that. Let's just taste it out. Get a little extra, because if there's chocolate on the bottom, want to make sure I get that chocolate. All right, now this one's definitely got a different color to it. Look how dark that is. It's like hot chocolate, except it's cold in a cup. Let's taste it out. Ooh, that's got a punch of chocolate to it. Don't even need to drink the rest of that. My goodness. That is not coffee. I can barely taste any coffee in that. That is a cold, hot chocolate, if I've ever had one. I haven't had one. Actually, I kind of have. You get distracted when you're having your hot chocolate. You get cozied up with a nice hot chocolate. You're drinking it. You get busy doing other stuff. Next thing you know, the hot chocolate's cold. The problem is, that cold, hot chocolate isn't that great. This cold, hot chocolate is meant to be drank cold. Pretty good. If you like yourselves a chocolatey beverage, and you want to have a cold, hot chocolate with a decent amount of energy in there, 200 milligrams of caffeine, you get yourself the Swiss Chocolate Java by Monster. Where's it going to be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? Definitely doesn't taste like a coffee. It's only got a hint of coffee flavor. It's very creamy, very sweet, very chocolatey. They were going for Swiss chocolate. They gave you a Swiss chocolate, giving it 8.7 because I like chocolate, and I'm sure a lot of you like chocolate too. It's definitely not like the Mocha. It's got a heavy chocolate flavor. It's got like a rich chocolate flavor too. It's kind of the cross between a milk chocolate going up almost towards a dark chocolate, but not really at that dark chocolate level, in case you wanted to know what kind of chocolate it tasted like. But hot chocolate flavor is the most accurate representation. There you have it. That's my review on the Monster Java series. I did 7 out of the 8. Not sure if the 8th one still exists, but 7 of them should be enough for you guys to know what they taste like. A lot of them taste the same, so I'm guessing that the Vanilla Light is going to taste a little more vanilla-y, a little bit creamier, and a little bit sweeter. But overall, a lot of these tasted the same. I already said that, except for the chocolate and the oats. And overall, they all ranked right in that mid-8 range because none of them exceeded my expectations, and none of them were really all that bad. So overall, it's a solid product. Monster's making some good coffee flavors. As a side note, I just realized that Tuesday is my normal upload. I didn't just realize that. I know that Tuesday is my normal upload day. I just realized that Christmas Eve falls on a Tuesday, and then the following week, New Year's Eve is on a Tuesday. What are the odds? That's my upload day. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna upload on those days, those nights. So I might be uploading the Monday before or the Thursday after, but no worries. If I don't do it the day before, it'll be a day or two after. You'll still get a Caffeine Man video. So until then, well, you know what? I'm not sure if I'm gonna see you before then. I know the holidays get busy for a lot of people. I know I'm extremely busy. No bonus videos for a little bit till the new year. So if I don't see you guys, happy holidays to you, your family, your friends. I hope you have a great and safe holiday. And until the next time I see you, have yourselves a great day or night. I usually have a coconut Red Bull before the videos. Instead, in true coffee fashion, I decided to have a Dunkin' Donuts coffee before the review. That is too much coffee going through my system. I'm back now. Hopefully I'll be okay for the rest of the video. So did you make it this far in the end? I took down my set. I took down the cans. I changed up. I had the lights off and everything. And then I said, I'm like, you know what? I got extra Java Monsters because I used to buy 2. One for the display, one to taste out. But now I don't need to get 2 because once I taste them out, I just rinse them out and put them on the shelf. Therefore, I'm giving away the second set in the secret giveaway. A lot of people complain that I don't do a lot of giveaways, and the thing is, it's just a lot of work. And there's a lot of rules and regulations that you have to say about YouTube, so I mean, I can't even remember them all. This is not a giveaway sponsored by YouTube. This is not a giveaway sponsored by anybody else. I purchased all these drinks with my own money, and I'm going to actually randomly select someone from the comments below, but you have to comment with a specific comment because not everyone made it this far. So for my true and faithful subscribers, you made it to the end, you're entered in the contest. All you have to do is tell me your favorite coffee. Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, Pete's, whatever coffee it is. Tell me what your favorite coffee is and SG at the end so I know you're part of the secret giveaway. And the contest is only going to run for 1 week. So next week, in next week's video, I'll announce who the winner is just in time for a Christmas present for you. Well, you're not going to receive it before Christmas, but it'll be a Christmas gift to know that you won, right? Once I announce the winner, I'll tell you my email address, and you can send me an email, and we'll go over all the details. Good luck.